brothers and sisters. So this is an article that goes to show how much information has been hidden from us. Because society wants to, they'll want to, um, they'll want to push forward their narrative of science and evolution. But this is a paper from what year? Here we go. 1845. Norwalk, Norwalk, Huron County, Ohio, March 11th, 1845. All right. So this section here, this is volume, I want to say 16. All right. That's the name of the paper. That's the volume number. Here states, let me blow this up for y'all. It says the following will show the size of the grown giants and giantesses, the size of the head, all other things from the best accounts being equal. The development of the cranium are not given. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but just so y'all can see something. The development of the cranium are not given, but those ought perennialogically to have made a noise in science of some kind. A fellow's skull that was a hogshead ought to have contained some remarkably large ideas. We should think, what say you, Mr. Blank? Verily, there were giants in those days. The giants exhibited in Roven in 1735 measured over 8 feet high. Goropius saw a girl who was 10 feet high. The bodies of Ortesses was 11 feet 6 inches high. The giant Galabra, brought from Arabia to Rome under Claudius Caesar, was nearly 10 feet in height. Funan, who lived in the time of Eugene II, I'm guessing, measured 11 feet and a half. The Cavalier Scourge, in his voyage to the peak of Tenerife, found in, I think that's Tennessee, found in one of the caverns of that mountain the head of Guani, which had 80 teeth, and his body was not less than 15 feet long. The giant Ferragus, slain by Orlando, nephew of Charlemagne, was 18 feet high. In 1814, near Saint Germain, was found the tomb of the giant Isourit, who was 20 feet high. In 1809, near Rouen, they found a skeleton whose skull held a bushel of corn and whose body must have been 18 feet long. Platters saw a lucerne and bones of a huge man subject 19 feet long. The giant Bukarat was 22 and a half feet high. His bones were found in 1705 near the banks of the river Morderi. In 1813, near a castle in Daphne, a tomb was found 30 feet long, 12 wide, and 8 high, on which were cut a gray stone, the words Quintulicus Rex. The skeleton was found entire, 25 and a half feet long, 10 feet across the shoulders, and 5 deep from the breastbone to the back, near Mazzarino. So look at that. Just think about the dimensions of this being. 25 and a half feet long, 10 feet across, and 5 feet deep. So this is a humongous being from breastbone to the back. You gotta imagine. I mean, this right here. It says besides, let's go down here. The bedstead of Og, king of Bashan, was 9 cubits long, which according to Dr. Adam Clark was 15 feet. How long did it take him to get to sleep all over? Goliath of Gath was 6 cubits and a span, 11 feet 3 inches. When spies went to explore the Canaanites, who reportedly the children of Anak as giants, in whose presence they felt themselves to be but as grasshoppers, and they just pulled foot for home, the fear that they should all be devoured by the giants, for the spies had said that they eat up the inhabitants of the land. So it pulled a biblical reference, which, I mean, brothers and sisters, we already know this stuff is in the scriptures. But we're seeing it, an account of it here, okay? So be encouraged. Know that the things that we're learning are true. It's just society got to catch up with it. But the devil has made it his business to keep these things hidden, as we see in Revelations 11. Revelations 12. All right, shalom.